My name is Andrew. My pronoun is Andrew, like Andrew went over there, or there's Andrew, and I'm the director of this piece. The Book of Lucy is an African futurist retelling of the fall and transformation of Lucifer. So it follows Lucifer from the fall all the way up until a transformation that I won't give away, but it's told through a series of vignettes that kind of culminate in a big transformation and change. Book of Lucy wasn't my first choice. I really thought I was going to be doing a musical, and it's kind of interesting that Book of Lucy is like a play with music, which I really love. But I was looking for a play that I could do with 4 Black actors. And so I was scouring New Play Exchange, and I found this play that was, fairy tale, folk tale, religion, magic, transformation, and all of that appealed to me. And I started reading it, and I just really fell in love with the openness of the text. The framing device that kind of holds this piece is it's being told by this kind of group of ritualists who are coming into the forest to make a change and to find the Book of Lucy and to be able to enact this ritual. And I think that speaks to me in terms of my interest in theater as a spoken word, as a ritual of speech, and as nomo, word magic. How do the words come alive, and how does the telling of the story actually inform what the story is? So I actually got the opportunity to student direct a play in high school, and I really loved the opportunity. I really loved cultivating an ensemble and cultivating work with a production team and getting the opportunity to tell a story in the way and atmosphere that I wanted. And so when I went to college, I just really applied myself, started assistant directing a lot, ended up forming my own theater company and directing there and devising my own pieces. And so that kind of snowballed into getting an MFA. Something I learned in this process, I think that I've really wanted to teach myself my entire time here at grad school and also before, is how to ask for what I want and how to explicitly state, like, I want these resources, or I want this to happen on stage, or I want this audience ritual to take place. I think being really explicit and being really fierce in advocating for what I want is a product of moving through this program in the way that I did. To this show specifically, since I've been here in this program, I haven't really had a chance to devise. I've been able to use devising exercises in my work, but I haven't really gotten the chance to devise from the ground up. And I think really learning the specifics of devising, how to make requests to an actor, how to take that raw generated material and turn it into story, what my responsibility as the director is versus an actor's responsibility versus our shared responsibility when it comes to generating and utilizing generated material. I was really happy specifically to work with Shura, our movement teacher and viewpoints teacher, and to get really specific about what devising is and how I can link it most successfully with my role as a director. The spine that kind of holds the whole play together is that the opposite of doubt is change, or to move from doubt, you need to make a change. And I think that really spoke to me as someone who has a lot of doubts about my body, about my identity, about my artistry. And I kind of realized really through this process that you can't stool in that doubt. You can't sit in that doubt forever and expect the doubts to change in some way. You really have to focus on, what can I change? What can I do? What can I enact in the world to move from those doubts to a place of transformation? And I think that's something that really brings me alive about this piece, is seeing how the characters deal with doubt and seeing how Lucy specifically takes doubt and makes it their power and makes it their source of energy and life and love, and that it's not bad to have these doubts. It's human to have these doubts, but what do you do with them? How do you make those doubts your own? I want audiences to question how they deal with doubt. I want audiences to question how they deal with change. I want audiences to question how they define themselves and how they came to that definition. And I want audiences to question how they move forward, how they're going to leave the theater, how they're going to implement their own change in their own lifestyle, in their own ways of thinking, in their own ways of relating to other people. This isn't necessary per se, but I hope audiences maybe come away with some questions about how they relate to religion and how they relate to God and how they relate to their understanding of the devil. It was really interesting for our cast and ensemble and production team to kind of think about that dichotomy between God and devil, and what is the devil, and the history of the devil, and the history of doubters, and the history of people who have embraced doubt or embraced the big question of why. And I want audiences to ask that big question, why? Tickets are on sale at trinityrep.com/Lucy, and we hope you'll join us there.